Hello everybody, my name is Brianna Velo and I am a meteorologist here with the National Weather Service office in Grand Junction, Colorado. And this is your September 2022 monthly climate summary. Happy spooky season. So our story of the month, there was a lot to choose from when it comes to the month of September. We had a lot that happened. One of the things that happened was some record-setting heat that we had at the beginning of the month. The first week, we had a very strong area of high pressure sit right over the Great Basin and the Southwest, which led to some anomalously high temperatures across the area with several daily records broken. And September 6th, which this is our weather story from the day, ended up being the warmest day of that period, with the Grand Junction Airport setting a new record for the day with 102 degrees for the high. And not only was this a new record for the day, it was the record warmest temperature for the entire month of September on any day, as far back as our historical records go here for the Grand Junction area, which I believe is back to like 1890 something. But this is also the latest occurrence of any above 100 degree temperature for the Grand Junction area. Prior to this, the latest occurrence of any 100 plus degree day was September 4th, and that was set back in 1995. So looking at temperatures after that record-setting heat that we had at the beginning of the month, I'm sure you expect that our temperatures for the month were above normal across the board, and also that our highest highs for the month are pretty spicy. Our warmest high temperature was in Canyonlands with a high of 103, and that was naturally on the 6th of September. And there's that 102 in Grand Junction. As you can see, most of these occurred on or around the 6th of September, with a few happening before or after, but all during that period of that really strong high pressure and that heat wave. Our coolest high for the month was 88 in Aspen, and that's still pretty stinking warm for September in Colorado. Looking at our low temperatures for the month, now what I didn't mention with the weather story, because I had to pick one story for the month, was that we also had quite a few strong cold low pressure systems move through, which brought some pretty widespread beneficial precipitation, which we'll discuss in a little bit when I get to the drought. And they also brought colder temperatures. We started to see our early freezes occur. Our warmest low temperature for the month was in Grand Junction on the 24th, which it was 46 degrees. And as you can see, with the exception of Durango and then also Meeker and Craig, most of these low temperatures occurred right around the 24th and the 25th, which was during one of those very strong cold low pressure systems that moved through. But Meeker and Craig, they're special. They had their coldest lows of the month occur on the 11th, which was with a different cold front that moved through that was also pretty potent, which also gives us our coldest low temperature for the month in Craig, which was 28 degrees. Getting chilly, guys. As far as precipitation, it was generally, you either saw above or below normal precipitation depending on where you were, as we had 6 of our 10 sites come in with above normal precipitation and the remaining 4 come in with below normal precipitation. It is skewed slightly towards above, but these are only 10 sites representing the entire forecast area. But our big winner for the month was Meeker with 2.45 inches of precipitation, which was almost 0.8 of an inch above normal. The least precipitation fell, unfortunately, in Vernal, where they only received 0.63 inches, and that was just about 0.6 inches below normal. But you can see that we saw anywhere from Cortez coming in at just about 0.7 under normal to Grand Junction coming in at 1 1/10 above normal. So it really depended on where you happened to be standing, how much precipitation you saw during the month. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we did see that widespread beneficial rain, and I'm sure if you've been watching these videos pretty regularly, you're looking at this drought monitor and going, wow, there's not a lot of red on that. And that's because it's true. Our D3 areas for our extreme drought are confined pretty much to just along the border in eastern Utah, with the majority of the D2 severe drought in eastern Utah as well, with the exception of a few little spots here and there, and also into northwest Colorado. And then we see moderate drought, abnormally dry as you get towards the mountains, and even some areas along the divide where there is no drought. I've been here for 2.5 years. I have never seen this. So it's pretty exciting, but we have to continue getting precipitation if we want to keep this up. And we are going into another La Nina winter, so it's kind of up in the air as to whether or not we'll continue to see this beneficial precipitation, but pretty exciting. And as far as the monthly outlook for the month of October, where there is drought, they are looking at drought persisting. But there are also large areas of western Colorado and Colorado in general where there is no drought and they're not expecting any change. It's kind of exciting. As far as the October outlook with temperatures and precipitation, per CPC, the Climate Prediction Center, odds are favoring above normal temperatures for all of western Colorado and eastern Utah. And as we are 20 days into the month of October, it does look like we have seen some above normal temperatures. And odds are favoring above normal precipitation as well for the area. And it'll be interesting to see if we do see this above normal precipitation coming up the next week or two, as we are looking at a little bit more of a stormy pattern coming up. So stay tuned for the October climate summary. It'll be interesting to talk about that. So until next month, until October's climate summary in November, have a good one. Enjoy your Halloween. Enjoy the cooler weather. Enjoy the fall and the leaves while you can. And I will see you in a few weeks.